Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by. I'm starting with Christmas cards today. Last year I did series on my blog that I called 12 cards for Christmas, and I'm planning to do the same this year. I'm hoping I will be able to make videos for all the cards, or at least 6. Not sure, I will see how much time I have. Anyways, I'm starting with these cards, and I will be doing distress ink stamping. If you watch my previous videos, you might remember that I did this for my Father's Day card, and I thought this will be a great idea for a Christmas card. These are the main supplies I will be using. The stamp set with the geometric shapes is from Create a Smile, and I will be using the solid images, 2 sizes of the triangle stamp and 1 of the circles. But you can use any solid stamps you have, like flowers, Christmas tree, it doesn't really matter. I also will be using additional stamp sets for the sentiments. I just picked up what fitted the card the best. I have 2 panels of hot press watercolor paper already taped to a board. I picked up 3 colors of distress inks. I started with the Mown Lawn and smaller triangle stamp. I started stamping. There are 2 ways to do this technique, and I tried them both in my Father's Day card. You can check it out if you want. You can ink up the stamp, spray it with the water and then stamp. I prefer when you first stamp and then spray the image. This way the main image is preserved more. The good thing about this technique is that you don't need to be super precise, as you will be adding water on top of it later. This card is super fast. Once the first row is done, the stamping is much faster, and if you have one big solid stamp, that will be even more faster. I started with the bottom row and made my way up, and then I used a spray bottle with water and sprayed the image. On this panel I learned that it's better to wait for the ink to dry a bit and also not spray too much water on top of it. This also depends what look you want. I didn't want the end result to be too wild. I will not show you how I stamped the 2 other panels, as it's not so interesting. The fun part is when you spray water on top of it. For the second panel, I used a circle solid stamp and I used the worn lipstick distress ink. I carefully sprayed water over it and let it dry while I was working on the third panel. And for the third panel, I made a horizontal card because the triangle stamp I used is a little bit bigger. I used the wilted violet distress ink. Once I stamped all the triangles, I sprayed the water over it and let it dry. Because I preferred when the watercolored images are air dried, I put them aside to dry while I was working on another card. Once they were dry, I die cut them using stitched rectangular dies from Create a Smile. These dies are perfect for A6 cards. For the first and second panel I used smaller die, and for the third panel I used the biggest die. In my trial run of this card I die cut after I stamped. If you do this, make sure you give the ink time to dry. I also put a scrap paper on top of it when I was die cutting, just in case, so the ink doesn't transfer on the next piece I die cut. Next I stamped the sentiment using the Memento Tuxedo black ink. For the sentiments I like to use the Misty stamping tool, just in case I don't stamp properly, and also to be able to stamp multiple times to make the sentiment bold. I only plan to use 2 different stamp sets for the sentiment. Same one for the vertical panels and different one for the horizontal. But because of the position of the green image, I was looking for a stamp with a sentiment that is short and on a single line. I was looking at my stash at multiple options, and I decided to use the Happy Holidays sentiment from the All Occasions stamp set from Clearly Besotted. For the pink panel, I used the Merry Christmas and Happy New Year sentiment from the Most Wonderful stamp set, also from Clearly Besotted. Both stamp sets from Clearly Besotted are sadly no longer available, but you can use any stamp set you have. Just use the one that fits the card the best. And for the last panel, I used the Merry Christmas to You from the Falala stamp set from Ariel. I thought it fits the card the best, as there was quite a lot of space on the top left side of the panel. Then I adhered the panels to a black card base. using a foam tape to have it a little bit raised. Here are all the 3 cards together. I decided not to add any embellishments to keep them simple. And because I find this technique to be a lot of fun, I made few more cards. Make sure you visit my blog where I have photos of all of them. I will also have the supplies listed in the description below and over on my blog, where I will include links to those products that are still available. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. I will have another Christmas card for you soon. In fact, this Saturday. I will have a card for you every week, and actually every other week I will release 2 cards so I can show you all 12 cards before Christmas. Hope you will have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!